Archer, and his speech title is My Teachers. My Teachers, Gabriel Archer.
Tring, tring went the bell, and with that annoying sound, it would make teachers and students rush to classrooms. Sometimes that noise would make me want to rip the bell out of the wall. Judges, Toastmasters, contest chair, master of ceremony, and everyone else present here, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. Teachers are an important part of school. They could either make you love the subject and interested in it, or they make you want to take the textbook, throw it out the window, and burn it slowly. I've had some teachers that made me love the subject. And today, I'll be talking about my favorite teachers. After the bell starts ringing, we all run through the classroom. As soon as we sit down, the class teacher enters the room. He would walk in with a big register full of names and a long scale full of blood marks, and it would be as long as a fishing rod. After a brief, awkward attendance, where there are 5 Adityas, 3 Nehas, and 1 Archit Manoj, we would all go to the assembly. During the assembly, we would all stand in one straight line and slap each other's shoulders under the pretext of 1 arm distance. While we are slapping each other's shoulders, a student council member would run to the stage and scream, "Attention! Stand at ease!" After the main event was over, we would all try to rush out of the exit. But then, out of nowhere, the PE teacher would walk in. He would have such hatred in his eyes for untouched lips. He used to look at us like an eagle searching for food. His hair would be slicked back with sweat, oil, and tears of children with incorrect uniform. He would make the student council members round up the defectors, and then he would bring them up to the stage and look at them dead in the eye and say, "Form a straight circle." And then we would spend 10 minutes wondering, wait, straight circle? What? I had this one math teacher who had a mic and speaker setup. And every time, and he used to be as subtle as a sledgehammer. Aditya, very good, 9 out of 10. Archit, very bad, 4 out of 10, what is this? And his speaker would always be around his thighs. So if he was going to speak to someone on this side, you could hear on the conversation. See, Aditya, your grades are going very downhill. I think you should start seeing me after school. I had to take Hindi as a third language. And due to my luck, I got stuck with one of the most scariest and terrifying Hindi teachers. I'm not going to mention her name because I want to live tomorrow. She was a 60-year-old ex-army person. Like, if she entered this room, she would scare the living daylights out of every single one of you. She was that scary. When I was in 2nd grade, I had this one math teacher. She came up to me one day and she's like, "Archit, count 1 to 5. And I was like, "Sure, 1, 2, 3, 5. Then she looked at me. I was like, "Where's number 4? And I was like, "Yeah, miss, my dad told me the other day, he was reading the newspaper and one of the headlines was, 4 died in car accident near Beering Road." And then my teacher looked at me like, what am I going to do with this boy? We had this one social studies teacher. She had the most monotonous voice. "Today we will be learning about Indian history. They got independence at this time." Okay. And she used to look very serious. And she used to look very serious. She looked as if her cat had died yesterday. And if you said the wrong thing at the wrong time, she would come up to you and give you a death stare. That tasted your soul. friend Ujjwal always tells me that we should get rid of teachers. Like, they don't know anything. They ask us because they don't know any questions, because they don't know the answers. But not all teachers are horrible like the ones I mentioned here. Most of these teachers were nice and they were bearable, but I just exaggerate because it's a humorous speech and I need to sound funny. So yeah, over to the contest chair.